Ow. Ugh, that's better. Roll titles. So as you might have been able to guess by the intro, I've got loads to do, and no, I really have, and this is something which is probably going to sound really strange, but the thought has only just kind of dawned on me as to how much exactly I have to do within the next couple of weeks as well. And yeah, it dawned on me the other day, the fact that about, what, 8 months ago, something like that? In fact, no, probably about a year ago almost. And I said that the Bod blog would be making a return, which it is doing, so I've got that to film. I've obviously got to keep up with these weekly videos of Life with Bev that I'm doing, and also we've got to work on the ending of Bev and Ian, because we worked it out the other day, and as it currently stands, I mean, by the time that this video goes live, we will have already filmed a few more. So as it currently stands while I'm filming this, there is 27 videos still left to film. There's 27 videos left to film, but we have to take off 3 videos because we've already kind of got the endings planned, but we haven't yet got them filmed. So we're kind of just taking it as we know what we're doing for the last 3, and yeah, we're up to date on that. But I think it's going to change a little bit because I've had some ideas which I think are kind of cool. So one of the ideas that I've had is to kind of change how we're doing the ending of Bev and Ian. As it currently stands, we're going to sort of parody Friends, and that's going to be over the last 2 videos. And I'm kind of keeping with that theme, but here's where I'm going to break it a little bit, because I'm going to tell you guys what I'm thinking of, and then I'm not going to tell you any more. You'll just have to wait until you see the end of Bev and Ian and see if my ideas won over Ian's, which they may well do. Okay, so in the third one, we'd always said what we would do is with the third one is we would have it as like kind of a look back video. So we would be interviewed, and there would be, you know, clips of videos that we've done in the past, and, you know, talking about it and all that kind of stuff, because it's kind of our last chance to do so before we obviously go ahead and film the last episodes. Now, I would stick with that idea, but I do want to change it up a little bit, because I'm thinking that instead of just having it as, you know, us getting asked random questions and then random clips being added in, I'm going to try and do it a little bit more like a TV show would. You know, like you see these programs where it's all like Cher behind the scenes, and, you know, it goes back to like when she was born and all that kind of stuff. And there's a lot of work that goes into it, and this is kind of the idea that dawned on me, which is like, oh my god, if we actually do this, like, I've got a hell of a lot of work to do. Because there would be a lot of voiceover work to be done, which would obviously be split between me and Ian, so there's getting that recorded. There's the interviews, setting up the separate segments and saying, okay, in this bit that we're recording, to be edited in, this is what you've got to talk about, and you've got to talk about it within 3 minutes, and blah 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 blah, and then we go off to a clip and all that kind of stuff. So there's all that to be planned, and that is a lot of work, and that's going to be, I'd say, between 20 minutes and half an hour. I mean, originally, when we said about the idea, we would like, we'll do it as an hour-long video, and I was like, you know, hour-long videos are good, but I think it would save me a lot of work, certainly editing-wise, if we're going to do it as a TV show, to do it within half an hour. and we can even have commercial breaks. Isn't that so much better? So yeah, so that's my idea for the third to last video. The idea for the second to last video is obviously going to be setting up for our Friends Parody. You know, when Ian first put the idea to me, the idea was, let's do like the last episode of Friends, you know, where like they put the keys on the side and they all walk out and they're looking back and it's dead sad and everything like that, and you know, we could parody that and that would be the way that Bev and Ian leave. I want to stick with that idea, I do, but in the second to last video, obviously me and Ian, we do a lot of, or should I say, over the series of the videos, we've gotten into doing a lot of sort of parodies and make-believe. We've each got our own character, which we have completely made up. Like I've got, in fact no, we've got two characters each that we made up. I've got Don, who is the blind Muslim, and I've got, wait, hang on, no, Dave is the blind Muslim. Don is the, you see how easy I get confused? Don is the man who is a drag queen who impersonates Kerry Katona but looks nothing like Kerry Katona. Ian has got, is it Carl Brannan? Who works in a biscuit factory. And yeah, there's more about him that I can't remember. And then he's got Cassandra. I love Cassandra, by the way. I think it's the best character. And they're the characters that we have made up, like completely off the top of our heads. Like those are the characters that we've made. And then we've also done. I did Cheryl Cole and Ian did Kerry Katona. So we've kind of got the celebrities in there. And I thought, you know what? For the second to last video, what we should actually do is try and do it as like the last meal. So sort of a parody a little bit on the Bible. But, I mean, that would really work, because, you know, we'd have all the characters in, and we could get out some of the old jokes, and, you know, just have a laugh in the video. And I think that would be really, really good, and certainly we would be able to get at least a 15-minute video out of that, easily. In fact, probably even longer, but at least 15 minutes. So that's the aim for that video. That would be sorted. I can cope with that. Then we go on to the idea for the first video. I say first video, but it's actually the last one. The last video would be our 100th video, and as we would kind of want to celebrate that in the video, but at the same time we want to keep the video sad because it is the last video. Like, we are genuinely expecting tears from people with this. The very last video, I do want to keep it as the Friends Parody, but I want it to be sort of linked in with the second to last video, and we can actually say this is a two-parter and that's how it's linked. So it could start off as something like, you know, we've had the last meal and we're clearing up from it, and then, you know, we're in the kitchen and Kerry Katona's passed out on the couch, something like that. And then, of course, you know, going to do the scenes of, you know, leaving the key on the side and walking out and, you know, saying about all the memories from in the place and the laughs that we've had and all that kind of stuff. And then I don't know what I want, or I don't even know what Ian wants, but I don't know what we want as the last scene, you know, like how we actually finish the video, like the very last scene. Because obviously our videos, the videos that we've done are funny to us, and I don't think in any of our videos, I don't think we've tried to tackle a sad subject, and try to sort of keep it sad but funny at the same time. So that could be a bit of a challenge for us to do. But, I mean, with that, with all of it, you know, it's a lot of work, you know, because we are getting down to the time where we have to face facts now, and it's like, right, what are we going to do in these videos? Let's start planning it out, and, you know, let's actually do these videos with a plan in mind, because the past couple of videos that we've done, I will openly admit I'm not a fan of the last couple of videos that we've done. Like, they were kind of funny, but I don't know, there's just something about them, like I wasn't in the mood for filming them anyway, and I don't know, I look back at them and I'm just like, so yeah, so I want these videos to be really, really good. I want us to go out on a high and people to look back and go, do you know what, I actually miss them doing videos, like they were really good. The other thing on top of all of that is that we have the titles. We have the separate titles for each video. Not for each video, but like we have Monday titles and Friday titles. And I kind of thought, when we're doing the last 2 episodes, yes, I want to keep the titles in. I want to keep the music the same, but I want to change certain aspects of it. You know, I don't want it just to be the usual titles, because we are trying to make a big deal of this. So I was thinking maybe the Monday titles we would change to having like a remote control and zapping it at the camera, and for like a couple of seconds a clip of an old video would come on, and then it'd cut back to us and we'd be laughing about it, then we'd press a different button and it'd be a different clip and that kind of thing. And I think that could be really, really good as like an idea. The other thing with that is when it came to actually making the titles, I can't remember off the top of my head exactly how long they are, but they roughly work out at about 30 seconds each. And the music for them are cut down from full songs, like 2 or 3 minutes long. Like if I can play you both of the songs are by an artist called Kevin, I think it's MacLeod or MacLeod, something like that. So you've got the Monday titles, which I have actually got them speeded up at the moment if you can hear this, but the Monday titles end with that bit of music, and then it goes on. Like, not many people know that, but it does go on. And that one is 2 minutes 48. And then the Friday titles, which obviously the Friday titles are going to be for the last ever video that we do. So the full song is 4 minutes 3 seconds long, and I think there's so much that we could do with this. I love the ending of it, by the way. Isn't it good? I love it. I absolutely love them songs, and it was so easy for us to be able to pick that music for doing the videos. Yeah, so I think we're going to do the titles as the full-length songs, and it will add loads to the video. And like I said, there's so much that we can do in the titles that, you know, we can't do within the 30 seconds. And obviously, it is the last couple of videos, we want them to be extra special and that kind of thing. So there's them to film as well. I don't think we kind of know how much work we've actually got to do to get up to 100 videos and to be able to go out on a high. But that said, when we filmed them and when we've edited them and, you know, when they're uploaded, even before they go live, like, I think the pair of us are just going to sit back and just be like, oh, thank God that work is done. And then probably like a week later, we'll just be like, I should make a video. And, you know, we'll get bored and that kind of stuff, but yeah. Over the time of doing the Bev and Ian videos, I don't know about Ian, but I know that I've certainly been asked quite a few questions, and I think, well, now is probably the time to answer them. If you do have any questions about Bev and Ian, you can inbox this page, I think, although that might well get sent to Google Plus as well, in which case don't bother. But, you know, we've had, I think we got up to about 25 videos or 30 videos, something like that. And we started the Facebook page. And the idea behind the Facebook page was actually to do with promotion for the videos. You know, we thought, okay, if we get the people who like our videos to like the page, it's one place to dump all the videos and to be like, do you know what, there's this week's video, go and watch it. And, you know, it would help us in that respect. I I think within like the first day or two, I got a message on the Facebook page of someone saying the videos are brilliant, thank you so much, you keep me really entertained, you cheer me up, blah blah blah, and you know, that was really good. And over the course of doing the videos, of course, you get more and more questions asked, like, are you going to do such and such a topic and all that kind of thing. And now is the time for us to answer those questions. One of the most commonly asked questions that I always get is, do you genuinely hate Kerry Katona? And the truth of the matter is, me and Ian don't hate Kerry Katona. In fact, we actually love Kerry Katona. Like, genuinely, we have so much respect for her because, you know, she does go through a hell of a lot of shit in her life. And, you know, part of me actually feels really sorry for her, but there's just something about her that seems to have remained down to earth, and I like it. And you know, I actually would go out for a drink with her. I can't because she probably wouldn't want to go out for a drink with me, but that's a different matter. One of the other questions that I got asked, a friend of mine ages ago said about going twice weekly with the videos, and he said, you know, you should go twice weekly because the videos are really good, people are enjoying them, they're really funny and that kind of thing. And one of the questions that I got asked was, do you regret going twice weekly? And I have to be really honest with this, but part of me actually does regret it a little bit. I don't think me and Ian kind of knew what we were letting ourselves in for when we said we will take the videos twice weekly. When we agreed to do that, even though Ian kind of just said, let's do it, you know, we filmed that video and the idea came out, like, it must have been about 2 months before we took the videos twice weekly. And we had a lot of discussions about it, and we said, you know, we could take them twice weekly. You know, we have plenty of ideas, we enjoy filming, and, you know, when we meet up, we are together for like literally a whole day. We can easily knock out 2 or 3 videos at a time. It'll be fine. And then it came to going twice weekly, and for the first couple of weeks, we really enjoyed it. You know, there's twice as much content, twice as much feedback. It was really good. We both really enjoyed it, and yeah, that was fun. And then I think after a couple of weeks, we just both got to the point where we were like, we're sort of out of ideas now, but we've already agreed we're going twice weekly, and we can't really do that. And I think it's about that time that we said we're gonna have to call it a day on doing these videos, like completely a day. And I'd sort of been thinking about it, and it was Ian that actually mentioned it at first, and I was like, do you know what, actually I've kind of been thinking the same thing myself. And then we said, okay, well, you know, how many more videos shall we do, when shall we announce it, that kind of thing. And yeah, so in answer to the question, I do sort of regret taking the videos twice weekly, just a little bit. One of the questions that I've been asked, I think only once, but I don't think I've addressed it or Ian's addressed it in any videos or anything, but is Bethany going to carry on after the 100 videos? We do have the Facebook page, which I think probably won't have as much content put on it, but I think we will keep the page going and just occasionally do the odd post. We both have Twitter accounts. Ian sort of doesn't really use his. I'm always on mine. You know, there is ways for people to keep in touch with us. As far as videos actually go, I don't think we will ever go back to doing a regular spot as it is. You know, because, I mean, even at the time of recording, we're coming up to a time of year, we've nearly done the videos for a year. We've had loads of ideas, we've had loads of fun doing the videos, and I think if we were to go back to doing it, you know, it's coming up with more ideas, it's back to the filming, back to editing, and all the work that goes with it. What our plan at the moment is when we finish the videos, that is it. Like, we're going to take months off filming and just, you know, go back to actually having a friendship rather than a friendship that's got pressure on it because, you know, you've got to film. And it's one of them, like, there is no plans set ahead of the 100th video. There isn't any plans at all. We have said that in the future we may well you know, go on to doing the occasional video. We might do another Christmas special, you know, that kind of thing. But it just wouldn't be on a regular basis. Answer the biggest question of all, and this is something that I've been asked so many times now, but no, me and Ian are not in a relationship. We never have been, and probably never will be. But you know what? It's a weird thing, because I don't know why people think that we're in a relationship. I mean, me and Ian get along, and you know, we do have a good giggle together, literally about everything. But then I think if we were in a relationship, we would spend too much time together and probably try and kill each other. So there is that. But I mean, the whole friendship thing that we've got at the moment, I mean, not many people know about this, but there was actually a time that me and Ian didn't talk to each other. Like, we didn't get along as such. Because what it was, we met through mutual friends of ours. And for me, Ian had his friends already, and then I kind of came in as this outsider. And, pardon me, I saw Ian a couple of times. I think we might have said hello at some point. And then I was DJing in this bar, and every week him and his friend used to come in, they'd say hello, probably have a drink, and then she'd go off to work and he would go home or something like that. You know, we never really spent much time together. And then, I don't even know what it was. I think the thing that broke the camel's hump, so to speak, was that a mutual friend of ours, I don't really want to go too much into the detail, but she ended up taking us both off Facebook, and there was this whole drama thing around it. But yeah, she took us off Facebook, and I remember that Ian came round after he finished work one night, and we had our other friend Stevie with us, and we all spoke about it, and we said, okay, you know what, let's carry on our friendship. You know, if she doesn't want to be friends with us, that's fine. Let's us carry on as normal. And from then, me and Ian actually got to spend time together, and we got to know each other, and you know, we do have a really good laugh with each other, off camera, and even on camera. You know, there's just this sort of, it's not like a, if I say chemistry, a lot of people are going to think it's in a relationship sense, but there is a level of friendship there which is kind of rare, because we sort of have the same ideas and the same thoughts about things. And as you probably saw in the first video that we actually did, there was a time when me and Ian were literally just bouncing off each other. We hadn't got a clue what the other person was going to say. Like, this is the first time we've ever sat down and recorded a video. And as soon as Ian was saying something, I was able to say something back, and he'd say something back, and it was just brilliant. And I think that's what started off us doing the videos. But yeah, like, me and Ian have sort of known of each other, shall I say, for what, probably about like 4 years? 5? It's been a long time anyway. And yeah, I think we've just got this really good friendship going, and I like to think that comes across well in the videos. But as to answer the question, no, me and Ian are not in a relationship, and it's not going to be happening. So that's it for me on this video, and I hereby make a promise that this is the last video I do where I go on about Bev and Ian. But yeah, so that's it really. There's lots of work to be done, and if you want to know if my ideas happened, then you'll have to just watch the last episodes of Bev and Ian, which will probably be coming quite a lot quicker than any of us think. And yeah, see you later, YouTube.